All
all
right.
right.
So
All
can
right.
we get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, let's get active, bro.
Welcome back to the greatest podcast on this side of the
Let's
earth.
go. Let's go.
You already know, it's not soccer.
Just footy.
Episode 3.
Go.
We're gonna a quick recap on last week, which was game week 2. Touch on everybody's predictions, and we're just gonna touch on each game by game. Focus here today would be on the United Spurs game and the Arsenal Palace game. One major theme of last weekend, just looking at my photo file right here, is red cards. That was a major theme of
Mhm.
last weekend.
Yeah.
It correlates with the new rules and the new refereeing in the Premier League. So that's a little mini segment I do want us to touch on before we wrap it up. But it'll be a quick episode today, and we'll touch on the upcoming week, and then it should be done, inshallah. So let's go ahead and start with first game of last week. Um, lead the predictions from last week. Um, Nottingham, Nottingham Forest versus Sheffield. The only person that got the right score and the winner was Saeed. Saeed scored a 2-1, and he said he even gave a good score. He said I won't need the score. He did, so that was awesome.
Facts, he
Um,
said that.
yeah, 2-1 for us. I
I
don't
want
think
to
he got
say the
that
nice so
right. I think
by the way.
I did say
He's a baller.
I did say Forest win, but did not say I did not get the correct score. And I think same for Latif. He said Forest win, but I don't think he got the score right. So we would both get 1 point with the new system. And I was not here last week, but he is here this week. So I want to give an info on that Forest game.
Um.
I ain't see it. So you
Yeah. I mean, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the full game. I seen the highlights. So, good goal from Awuni. I believe it was a header.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault. I thought you were, my
No,
fault.
no, go on, bro.
I was just gonna say, but like I've been hearing a lot of discourse from like Forest fans. Like I think they're expecting a lot more. So I
From
think
Awoni.
from the team in general, there's
Oh,
a lot of pressure on the manager because he looks kind
Mm.
of funny. So I think like people just like a shiny new Gavin type shit. So
yeah.
they're like, oh, last minute winner against Sheffield. Like we supposed to be doing better than this, but
Yeah, but hey, it's not the grass is not green on the other
I,
side.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
A lot of these fans be asking for a direction of the club, but they know that's what they're asking for at the
It should
time.
sound like shade. That should sound like shade to me, but okay. Should sound like
Marie,
shade, but
Nah,
okay.
not at all, man.
Mourinho was right. All it was victim.
Oh, Mourinho said that.
Ragnick tried to tell y'all. Now I'm just
Yeah.
trolling. You know he's United,
Yeah,
so I
that's
gotta
good.
troll.
It's
I
it's
gotta
good.
troll.
It's alright. It's alright.
Okay, okay. So we'll move on from that game. First, not a big surprise. Sheffield are going down for sure, I think. Next week is gonna be a big episode because uh, League draw is next Thursday, and we'd
Facts.
also have end of the transfer window would be Friday. So it'll be. I think we might as well make next week's episode Friday after the window shuts off, because uh, American time is gonna shut off around 5 p.m. my time, and for you guys it'll be about 8 p.m. your time, or maybe 6 p.m. your time, I think. So it'll be about 3 p.m. my time. So I don't know. Yeah, but next episode I think we'll do it for Friday. All the things could have unfolded, and we'll have more,
Mhm.
topics to talk about. Next game from last weekend, Liverpool Bournemouth, ended 3-1. Even though Liverpool had a red card come on last weekend, I had predicted 4-1 Liverpool. Latif, I remember, said 2-1. Kind of got a result down the middle. It ended 1. That was a good game. Just to put my little 2 cents on that, I didn't watch the full game. I started in the 70th minute. I woke up to the score. I think it was 2-1 at the time, and then Liverpool got a closer to the end of the game. But the red card on McAllister was hard. And there's one thing I know. I said we're gonna talk about the new refereeing, but what I don't understand. And it was no game that made me ask this question. You're able, right? Check this out. I don't care what you guys think. You're able to look at a yellow card that a referee has given a yellow card for challenge and tell the referee to go check it out because it might need to be red, right? A yellow card. Now, I heard during the Arsenal game on Monday that uh, Tomiyasu got a second yellow card, so a red card. But when they showed the replay, he did not touch Jordan. That's who flopped that gave the free kick and gave him the second yellow card for. Now, Tomiyasu did not barely touch them, and I was thinking to myself like, if VAR is looking at this, they should tell the referee to go check out the replay and see if he wants to take back that yellow card. But then the commentator then said VAR is not allowed to interfere when it's a yellow card. Like, how does that make any sense?
Yeah,
They're not allowed to interfere with yellow cards, but upgrade a yellow to a red. Like, what sense does that make?
it's been like that since the beginning, but they're probably gonna change it soon.
Yeah, that's the thing with that's where VAR has problems. It's the inconsistencies. It's the inconsistencies with how it's applied. You know, it's times when they say they can't go on, like they can't overturn the referee's decision, and it's like how you say, what's the point of what's the essence? You can't go back and say, hey, that shit right there build up to the goal. So that's the issue with VAR.
They said they can they could actually overturn. It's just it needs to be a clear and obvious error. That's what they said.
Yeah, but my point is the inconsistencies. The fact that they have to explain, that oh yeah, we can do it this time, but we can't do it that time. Like, the idea is you're watching, you should be able to call, whatever else. So
Right.
I mean, we already know this though.
Somebody say they would like for referees to explain their decisions when they make the. I don't know if any of you guys saw the Women's World Cup games. Kind of like NFL. You know how the NFL referees have like a little mic on the side of their head, and then they literally say what the call is, like 59 linebacker, flag, whatever call they give in the NFL, they announce it. In the Women's World Cup games, the referees literally have a mic similar to that, and like whatever call they made off of the VAR, they announce it on the mic. I thought that was pretty interesting. But any input from Liverpool almost, like I said, only thing really is that McAllister's and who saw Luis Diaz goal?
Yes.
He was on some black and shit, bro.
Yeah, no,
back to reach the crazy goals. Dude is on it.
I saw majority of that match, and I mean, my son Liverpool are the same in the sense like they have ghost capabilities and firepower, but that holding mid area is like they just remind me of like early 2010s Arsenal. It's like yeah, you could bang, but like in a serious, like you're not gonna be able to sustain yourself a whole season without like any real defensive alertness. And even still, like if Trent inverts, like Robertson can't be playing that left side center back role either. So they got multiple issues. I feel like, but maybe they'll top four. But I'm above that these days.
Who's that end guy they signed?
I don't. I mean, I haven't heard of him as well, but you know how you hear of a player's profile, like you just think that that guy was stop. I've seen him. Yeah, he's one of those guys. I was captain of Stuttgart, so like he's not young. Niggas near than like 30 years old. So yeah, I think it's like a holding midfielder. I could be wrong, but yeah, I think he's holding. And I mean, you have a Japanese guy who plays that kind of position. He has to know what he's doing.
He's Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese. So he has to know what he's doing. That's what I mean when I say like you just hear the profile, like you guy go savvy.
When I heard him, I thought that was some generic version of Enzo. I'm like, not Endo. Like,
yeah, but Thoughts, final thoughts on that. You were speaking about the McAllister red card. That got overturned. I mean, I guess in the end, it's not a thing. He still plays next weekend. So
Oh, they appealed it.
yeah,
Feel that.
yeah, appeals
Oh,
and it got
I didn't
overturned.
see
So it's
that.
good.
And you're not allowed to appeal two yellow cards red. Like some of these rules, fam. Some of these rules, like I I don't know. But anyways, let me not um spend too much time on that. Next game, Wolves lost at home to Brighton,
Ooh,
and somebody
that would have been my
game of the week.
if that yeah, that would have been my game of the week. Did you see my goal? That's all I had to say about
Somebody's a ball, bro. And
that. Yeah.
somebody in this chat right now, in this video right now, is telling me Brighton, Villa will finish higher than Brighton. I think Brighton outside like big boys, they're the best team in the time, bro. Like
Well,
on Sky
I,
Sports today, they were doing a breakdown of business in have done, like the players brought in, how much they brought them in for, and how much they've sold those players for, and considering all of that, still taking all that into consideration, how they still balling out in the league. It makes
yeah,
no
yeah.
no
Bro,
sense at all.
But everybody knows this, man. I think Brighton gets all the like every single
Now
person that's an authority.
somebody's head is not giving them a product.
No, no,
I
no,
know,
bro.
bro.
Saying that you Villa, is would do better than Brighton, or doesn't mean that you're not giving them the props. You know,
Thanks, bro.
yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
bro.
Nah, nah. I think Brighton is definitely holding it down.
Yeah,
Even
no, finish my bad.
yeah, I was gonna say like it's one of the things that I really like about the team is the balance. Because you look around that squad, right? They got ballers. One of the reasons why Mitoma is looking as good as he is, not to say that he's not that good. Amazing, like Steponian or whatever. That boy is too. That boy is nice. I think he scored last
It's
weekend
stupid.
with an assist from Mitoma.
Yeah, yeah. I just
Yeah,
That's
drafted
nice.
him in
So
my
my
fantasy. Dude is a ball. He's
yeah,
nice.
my thing is they have really good balance across the squad. I seen that in Sissio injured, so I think he was up next and he was supposed to be the guy who would be running things, and he
Is this
actually has
serious
been doing
injuries,
so
man?
already. He's out for a bit. He's out for a bit.
yeah.
I don't
Saw
know
that
how
too.
long, but he's out for a bit. But I think Brighton definitely looking good. I had to say, Sully March,
Started the season well.
March really
Season well.
good. So
But I'll tell you
3
something
goals
funny.
already.
I noticed in the first two games, they very small sample size, but something I'm gonna say now, so you guys should pay attention to as the season unfolds. In that game, the Wolves Brighton game, um, the I don't know if you guys pay attention to X. It's not that big of a deal. You don't read into it, but it does tell a little bit of the story. The XG in that Brighton Wolves game was almost equal. I think they both had an XG of 2, like each, right? But the game finished 4-1. So the score line was kind of exaggerated based off of the quality of chances that both teams had. Now you rewind to Wolves Man United. Wolves actually had a higher XP than Man United, but Man United is the one that didn't win shit. So there's a trend there showing Wolves are actually playing good stuff, but they're not able to convert their good play into like actual goals and win games. So I think they, they're teams to keep an eye on. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Yeah, go
as
on, Latif.
I was just gonna say, as someone who didn't watch the game, but I haven't seen Brighton play this season yet. But I've seen Wolves, and considering what I know about Brighton over the past, you know, 2 or 3 seasons, is not like a new thing. They've been on the rise for time.
Hmm.
I just think with these, because they're in Europe, and I think Villa in conference, like with these some of these teams, like managing and navigating through that schedule will be the real,
Difficulty.
assessment. And I think we should revise our picks as well after the market closes.
No, of
But
course. That's why I said
that,
Friday.
that's another thing in itself. But the only I'm not talking about Villa, but also De Zerbi, he has experience, but even in his days in Sassuolo, I don't think he ever did like a European campaign. So it's gonna be something new for the club for sure. So
Wait, wasn't deserving Shakhtar?
he was facts. So Shakhtar, yeah, I forgot about that. That was before Sassuolo.
So he went from Shakhtar to South Pole. I didn't even know he was South.
I think he was on another Italian team before Shakhtar. I might have to check, but I forget. But nah, they're doing their thing though. Respect for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but I just wanted to say that XG thing because it's two reasons I said it. I already said the first reason to keep an eye on Wolves. The second reason is I think Brighton could be good at like if they face like a good quality team, like
Yeah, yeah. No,
they'll be
let's not
exposed.
say like they're like a formidable team. No, they're still
Yeah,
that mid
they're
table. They
boys.
just
Now
ball.
that's the point.
They just early.
Your brother got mad love for mid table for some strange
Yeah,
reason,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I don't know
Nah,
what it
nah,
is.
buddy,
Yeah.
buddy, see that like an expression of passion, bro. It's like, yeah, listen, I know what's going on, but like, nah, I
I
feel you
like the
though. I feel
underdog
you.
story, man. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I
Nah,
feel you.
respect, but like, see me still expecting to go 6 for 6 against motherfuckers. Like,
Mm-hmm.
even I'll be unhappy either way. Like,
Yeah, you just want to crush everything that's not a
that's how
good
I feel,
And that's
bro.
how it should be, man. That's how it
That's
should
how
be.
I
You know, that's
feel,
how it
bro.
should
That's
be.
how I feel, bro.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah,
then let's on to the next game. We have Fulham, and those games I touched on already. The Liverpool game and the Wolves, and there were red cards in both those games to Liverpool and Wolves. So that's a
Mm.
common trend already. Then Fulham, Brentford beat them 3-6, back to back wins. No, Brentford drew their first game against Tottenham, but they won their second away at Fulham. Fulham had a red card. I don't know who got that red card, but I know it was a little controversial because I
oh
was
Tim, that was some bullshit. I seen it.
yeah,
Whack,
I heard
whack.
them talk about it. I didn't see what happened. I heard them talk about it. Wisa, the guy up top, has started the season very
Mm-hmm.
strong. He's top of the
Yeah,
FPL
and Bremo
fantasy
too.
table, and Mbeumo has also
Yeah,
started the season very strong. So
those
Brentford are
penalties, but
looking
okay.
good. They're looking good. And Fulham look like they're in disarray. They've lost Mitrovic.
Nah, nah,
I saw Adama
nah. They won their
Traore.
first.
Oh, they who they beat?
Yeah, they won their first game.
Yeah, I think they
Who did
did
Fulham
Fulham
beat?
won their first game. I don't remember, but they won their first game 1-0. They should have lost that game though. Leno saved them from that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's I'll
I want
have
to
to
say
let me
Everton. That was Everton. That was Fulham
Everton,
Everton.
yeah, Everton the bombs. Yeah, Everton are going down. But so Fulham are not okay, I guess they're not in big trouble
Yeah,
like I thought.
just to reinforce your point, no, yo, I literally just saw a stat saying Leno has the most saves this season,
Yeah,
14.
no, bro. Listen, you should go watch that Everton Fulham game, bro. Like,
It
Leno
was
was
good.
looking amazing. Oh my days. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's despicable that Everton scored a goal in that game. But I
Oh, it
mean,
was
Leno
one of
was on
those.
it.
I love to
Oh, it
watch
was one
those
of those.
sometimes
It's that
when
it's
the
that
keeper is
Arsenal. It's
going
that
crazy.
Arsenal United De Gea
That
performance.
the hair was on
Yeah,
I know
crack.
you guys remember that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
yeah.
was
It's one
on
of
crack on
those.
that.
It's one of those.
As
It's
a
one of
neutral,
those.
those are always the best to watch. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
now you
know
should
that
go
just
the
to
highlights for
touch
that
on that
Fulham
United
Everton.
the United Arsenal game that you're talking about, I think it was our finishing. It wasn't bro, De Gea did his
Yeah,
thing, but our
it's not. It's
but
finishing
you
not.
was
gotta
poor.
respect the keeper. You always gotta respect the keeper,
Yeah, yeah, you
especially
do.
when
Yeah,
it's more than like 4 or 5 in one
yeah,
game.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It's no beans, no beans.
yeah. Just touch on that particular match again. Another one that I didn't actually see, but just in terms of Brentford, like this is something that we as fans like put into our head a lot. It's like, oh, it's one star player and da 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 da. Da.
Right. I was thinking the
Like,
same. I'm
I
totally
wish,
just been hugging the attention, but they're actually a good side, huh?
and the same for Spurs. Like, this is the thing. People think we watch an NBA. It's not the NBA, bro. Like,
Mhm.
any competent team worth their salt will be able to function at least to a decent level, even if they're missing their main guy. But that was all I wanted to throw in that. I
Not
didn't
good.
really see it
Great
again.
point, actually.
But
Yeah,
again, it's still very, very, very early. So just caveat all these conversations. You know?
yeah,
Yeah, of
definitely.
course, of course,
It's
of course.
just on commentary on the go, right? Like we're just really reacting as we observe, right? So
True
Right,
say,
right,
true
and
say.
a lot of these reactions also have the fact that you also have to have the fact that some of these teams we're giving props to right now actually had a strong end to last season as well, or maybe they were good last season. So it's kind of like, okay, I see you're picking up from where you left
Riding the
off.
wave type shit.
Type shit. But okay, and we move on. Yeah, the one point I made, I don't think none of you guys heard when I said I saw Adama Traore because I woke up and I was
Yeah,
flipping
he
through
made
the
that
game
move.
and I
He
saw
made that
him in a
move.
Fulham shirt. I thought I was dreaming. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? When
No,
did
I
he
he
didn't
join?
made
know
that
that.
move. He
I
made that
didn't know
move.
that.
He made that move. I seen that. He
When did
made
he
that
join?
maybe
He was
like
a free
a month
agent. He was a
ago.
free
Oh,
agent
I
though.
didn't even
Like,
know it was a free thing.
yeah, I was a free agent. He got released by Wolves. So
You knew he was on Fulham?
he had freedom to make that
I
move.
seen it. I seen
No,
it.
no, I didn't know he was on Fulham, but I knew he was free. I knew he was a free agent though.
That's interesting. Okay, on to
Yeah.
our first major game we're gonna talk about. Spurs winning.
Alright.
Funny,
Let
Nah,
let let
like,
no get
I
this
see. I
first.
see.
I just want to
Listen,
drop
listen. See that smirk, bro.
my quick 2 cent, my quick 2 cent on this
Let the
game,
bro
right?
get it first, bro.
Uh,
It's his
Nah,
no,
time,
no,
nah,
man.
just
nah.
real quick, and
Okay.
then I shut real quick, and then I shut up.
Go on, get it.
When that game started, because I wanted to watch that game, Latif was not watching it. He started watching it, I think, right before halftime. But I started it
Cap.
from the get go because I wanted to see that game. Now the game started, and I'm watching this shit, thinking to myself, United are balling. I had to text Latif. I'm like, yo, United are fucking these men up. You remember me texting you, right?
Yeah.
United are fucking these men up. And what happens? Was it even second half? It might have still been first half. I don't remember, but Spurs just hit them and United just fell apart. Like, what the actual fuck? Did you watch the game, man? Why?
No, no, I didn't. And this is the thing. This is what I have to say about United. I low key have been prepping this up. I said it a couple times. I put it on the chat the other day, and I was like, listen, um, it might seem like we have X and Z, in place, but I'm still not convinced. I'm still not convinced. So
Mm.
Yeah, he froze.
the Wolves game, I think
You
that
froze. You froze for a good
is
second. So you stopped.
I
I
mean,
couldn't hear you after you said, "I'm still not convinced."
Yeah, fam.
I'm still not convinced that the Wolves game is evidence of the fact that we're really not ready. The midfield definitely is like, um, he has something going on, right? He has work that he's doing in the team in terms of how we play, right? There's still things that are lacking there, I think Mason Mount was in to replace Ericsson, right? To be that player that will be more mobile, but I don't think he can. I think the problem is
Bro,
creates more of an imbalance.
yeah,
Bruno, because so
bro, your internet keeps like
Yeah, it literally
breaking
crashed
and
at the
coming back,
worst
breaking
time.
and coming back. Yeah,
yeah. Do you hear me now?
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I heard you say it's creating more of an imbalance. With more
Yeah,
coming into the field.
yeah, yeah. My point is, it's not working. Not working. We had a decent first half. We were able to capitalize on that. Garnacho is an amazing player. I'm happy that he's getting the chances, but it's not playing out like we expect. On the right side, Anthony's not looking good. The conclusion of what I'm saying is the team doesn't look ready. All right. Um, Ashford had a really good season last season. Everybody's talking about how he should be playing off the left, and the fact that he's playing up top is the reason why we're not looking so great. I don't hear it. We had summer to prepare for all of this. We just don't look ready. I'm not saying that we're not going to pick up at some point, but we don't look ready. The team needs more signings. I think that Amrabat should be. He needs to be in there. He needs to be in there. I'm low key kind of happy speaking about this earlier on that Mason Mount is injured. I'm not saying he's a problem. I'm not saying he's a problem with the way the team is right now, but the team is not ready. That's my point. And the loss at Tottenham really just pointed that out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's one thing to say you guys are not ready, or one thing is the problem. As a what do you think the solution is?
It's like I said, well, I'm about to end. We need Holland to be fit, and we need
Why do we do
James
that as
also.
fans? When our team
Listen,
gets linked to a player, we think that player is the only solution in the
no,
world.
no, no, no. Listen. He. They're players with profiles, right? They're players
That
with
fit what
profiles
we
that you
need.
see, right? And you know that kind of just it bridges the gap. It fills a void that you're kind of missing. There's a sense of stability that we don't have. You know, there are times when United has the ball and you're thinking we don't feel comfortable. Now Casemiro was a factor. He calmed the storm when he came, and that's why he was from the outside. You can see and say he was being overhyped, constantly because it seemed like he was some desire that came and changed everything.
No, you love a Messiah. You know this.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, we do.
Mhm.
We definitely do, and that's
Mhm.
why we hyped him up. That's why we hyped the man up like that, right? But we can't forget the man's age too. Every single time that Casemiro has looked like he's not in top form, United looks really shaky,
Yeah,
and that's
and
why that's
they,
why I'm emphasizing Amrabat coming in because
I
I
I
think that
feel you. I was just gonna say they're not supporting him with the right people around him,
and
like the
so
man.
hence that answers the question you were saying. That's why I'm speaking about Amrabat like this. It's
Yeah,
not like
but
I'm saying
not,
yo.
what I was saying was not really a question. It was just an observation I made because Amrabat might have those qualities, but do you think he's the only player in the world that has those qualities you're looking for?
Well, no, exactly, no, exactly.
Right.
The reason why he's an easy go-to for me is one, he
That's
wants to
who you
come to
link with.
United. One, he wants to come to United. Two,
Oh, okay.
his price tag is I heard they just slashed that down to 21 mil. I mean, we're looking like we're pretty broke these days. So,
Mhm.
I mean, it seems like a viable option. It seems like it makes sense. So we've lost players in the midfield. I watched the highlights of that Tottenham game, and I'm thinking, yo, Fred has done well in this. You know, the boy scored on his debut, by the way, for Fenerbahce. He scored a
Fred is
pretty
not
good.
a bad player. I think
Yeah, no, yeah,
Fred was,
yeah,
and he looked good with Casemiro last season.
yeah.
You know,
I mean,
you,
that's starters for Brazil, right?
yeah.
Let's
I
not
mean,
forget that.
you know what I used to say about that club, bro. From from time, like not even from time, but like I want to say post Fergie is just a black hole, bro. Like
Yeah,
go
yeah,
there.
I agree.
It's not that they're bad players, but it's like I don't know the
When it
mashup
gets
don't
there, it
be
goes downhill.
the mashup don't be making sense. And I mean, for me, the way I look at it, just kind of like you already said, no, you're like the first game was a bit alarming, and then it was like, all right, like whatever. First game, you could brush it off, you could chalk that shit up to whatever. But then like the second game was basically confirmation that okay, what we watching is actually watching. It's not like just random. But I mean, I
It's
feel,
not a case of them creating chances though.
no,
So I
no,
think
but like it's not like me. I don't look about at chances or even defending. It's about balance of the team. Like, they look like imbalanced, and for me, the problem is very much in the middle. Like you can't come up against Wolves at home. Wolves have like are entering your final third like five, six
Mhm,
times. Like
mhm,
that's
mhm,
madness. Like at max
mhm,
two, and out of those two, like we talking half chances at OT. Like that's
mhm.
what it should be. I mean, talking about solutions, I literally came up with this in my head, but like they should try inverting Lissandro and bringing in Lindelof, and then like pairing him next to Casemiro, and
bro,
then
don't be
you
giving
could.
the up ideas, man. What the fuck are you
Nah,
talking?
bro.
Nah, nah, nah,
I
nah. Listen, we're being objective on this. We're being objective on this, and this is conversations that we've had. But I'll be honest with you, right? I'll be honest with you. With that, right? You run the risk of bringing that boy Harry Maguire into the fold. I'm not like I'm done with that, you know. Like,
no, no, no. But you see, you just said something, bro. I'm thinking about it. If you play the back four of Ambasaka, Varane, Maguire, and Sandro, or you could play Lindelof where Maguire said Maguire is. If Lissandro comes into the midfield to partner whoever plays holding, be that Amrabat, be that Casemiro, or you can even push Amrabat further
Gives a
forward.
better balance.
It gives them much better balance. It gives them much because we don't forget Lissandro could also play holding mid
Yeah,
as
he
well.
got
Yeah.
So him going into the into inverting from midfield wouldn't be a idea. And because like I don't know what the obsession is with United and Shaw, but Shaw was cool in like 2014,
Well,
15. Like
that boy injured, so he out for a couple of weeks.
oh Shaw is,
Got
but like why
injured.
is he still
They
like he's still a mainstay in the picture though? Like, I
Mhm.
don't even get it. Like not to say he's bad, but like he's also
yeah,
not
yeah. Now I
like
get what you mean. I
exceptional.
get what you mean.
And you know I don't want to drag this on. I have a lot of thoughts on like most of the top teams, but you guys just the most funny one to me. Go back to your whole thing about the Messiah. Like you got to talk about the elephant in the room, Bruno, man. Like you got to talk about the elephant in the room, Bruno. Like this guy, right? Like it was the era of, and I'm gonna split this into two because you spoke about the balance, right? And the fact that Mount was brought in to be Ericsson's replacement. I don't really look at it like that. I just think he was a good player at a good age on the market, and they wanted him. So in that respect, it makes sense to go after him. But there was a time you guys had Bruno Pogba, and you always had to play two of McTominay and or Fred because you couldn't get the balance. So basically, you in the same place that you were before. Because now
Yeah, yeah.
it's like, oh, you need another holding mid next to Casemiro to
You
play.
don't have to be holding though. Somebody that's a maybe like they have a
But
Fabregas type of play, be perfect.
or someone who could like add some control to the game. I'd say holding mid in the sense that Casemiro's is
Yeah,
he's a
yeah, yeah.
defensive
He's
midfielder, but
partner with.
he
Yeah.
he he lost his legs like at this Premier League level. Like not to say in another league like Serie A, he might do just fine, but you know, Prem is a lot of running. It doesn't make
Yeah.
it better, but just the nature of the game type shit, you know. So it's like, yeah, going back to my original point, it's just like, um, now it's like you have Ericsson, you have Mount, you have Bruno, but like you can't play two of them at the same time because Casemiro is going to be isolated. So to round all of this off, it's like when Pogba was there in the Europa League and winning Carling, he was being vilified, but Bruno, because he came in and was
Pogba will be
playing
perfect in this system, huh?
five goals, but
Yeah,
Bruno came
yeah.
through. He was playing supporting striker, masquerading as a midfielder, up on the back post scoring goals, and somehow we decided, oh, that's what a midfielder does. Like all his limitations and deficiencies highlighted right now, but like I'm
God, God damn it, buddy, you never know.
I, I
Like,
got
buddy, you never know, like, bro. I mean, listen, bro. I hear it though. I hear it, right? I hear it, but it's like you said. It's like going back to the Messiah thing. We kind of structured the whole team around Bruno now,
Yeah.
right? And I with all of what you said, like he can be a difficult player to, but I tell you this, man. Bruno Fernandez can ball.
he
Does he
has
have his
quality.
limitations? Yeah. Does he have limitations like every footballer? Definitely.
He
But
has
he's a
quality.
baller.
I didn't finish my last thing. Last thing. I didn't finish my solution for you guys. So after you from LB and play a holding, you could then play Ericsson and or Bruno, and then just move Mount to the front line like right wing. Then you play Rashford and maybe a center forward, or you play Rashford at center forward and then get another winger. End of story. Back to cooking, but Ten
Like,
Hag's never gonna think of this. So
Yeah,
enjoy sixth
yeah.
place.
See, you know another thing is this, right? I'm not gonna drag it on. Part of the problem is that boy with some cash on the one on the back.
I
Anthony,
was
yeah,
just about to say,
yeah, yeah. It's not like because Anthony kind of complicates things in a sense. So
I want to drop it.
this whole conundrum of accommodating Bruno, right? One approach that worked previously was
Was
moving
when
Bruno
they
to
did
the right.
Diamond and Bruno was out wide. I
Yes,
remember that.
yes. Now that's not happening right now because my boy is on there, and it's not the worst if my boy was being productive. But listen, the boy is just an embarrassment. He really is. He really is just an embarrassment. I have to say he's one of the worst United signings. I personally don't
I
like him.
I don't like him either, bro.
Yeah, I personally
My
don't like.
my thing is this: why would, as a new manager, if I'm why would I go that hard to put my neck on the line on a guy just because I he was at my previous club? I think that
You,
was a
you,
ballsy
you
move,
know what the
bro.
mistake? You know what the mistake is? That shit wasn't Ten Hag. That's Ten Hag saying, "Okay, I want this player," and then you take front and like, "Oh yeah, we need to go do all of this to prove that we're back." We're just terrible at business.
This is what I was telling the Arsenal fans when it came to Mudryk. Just because the manager wants a player doesn't mean that you need to move heaven and earth.
That's right. That's a great
Yeah,
point actually.
and how you go about it too. If we went to pay 40 million for Anthony, it's not the way. I would be
Him
so mad at
because
him.
nobody will be talking about
Yeah,
80. Yeah,
but because we're so terrible at business, right? We want to go and go front like, oh, you know what? The manager says he wants him. I bet. Let's make this the poster boy. You know what? What they said it was 60. Fuck that. Make that shit 85, bro. He needs to come. Nah, bro. Stop it. Stop it. We're terrible at business, and Anthony signing is just one example of that. But it's calm. The last element to all of this is all the talk about Rashford, and the position he's playing. And I respect the fact that Ten Hag is finally giving Garnacho a chance to start in. Unfortunately, he's not taking that chance and he's not performing as well as
I
he
don't know why
has, at
players do
previous.
that.
But okay, it's all right. The point is this: Rashford needs to be sent back to the left wing. We played with Sancho as a false nine through all of pre-season. Might need to
Why
go back to that.
why did he drop that? Like, I don't
Yeah,
get
it might
you
need to
guys.
go back to that until Holland gets fit and that when Holland is fit and he's able to.
Playing this weekend.
Or or even bring in Tony. Like United fans get me well, United media. Let me not put on. It's like I get it. Tony's not the guy he was cracked up to be, but like some of the
He's
best I've
fallout
No,
seen
no, but
of
that boy hasn't
United.
been
United.
fit. That boy
Fair,
hasn't been fit. That's the only reason.
but
The only reason why he hasn't been in there. He hasn't been fit.
I saw him come on recently though.
Yeah, that was his first game back. First game. He
Oh
had no
yeah.
preseason.
Oh,
No preseason. No.
let him run the nine. Like even if he's not banging, like at least he can facilitate. Like people
Oh no,
underrate
Ten Hag.
facilitation at the nine.
No, Ten Hag. Big fan of Martial, and he's one of those guys who like identifies the fact that he makes the team play better. But like, Buddy's just not staying fit. He won 2 games and he's gone for 6. You can't rely on a guy
You
like
got to be
you
James
know.
syndrome. But
Yeah, so like that's the issue with Tony. That's the issue.
right. NY is gonna have to leave soon. But before we wrap this United thing up, I just want to throw in there. They did with dirty. I just want to throw that in there. But and
Yeah, I don't even know if you want to talk about that on.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna stay out of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Although
Let's
I
just
do
that.
have
Let's
my
just
own
say
opinion
I
on
have
that,
views on
but
that, but we're just go ahead and just
leave that one off. There.
yeah.
yeah,
Let's leave that
yeah,
one. We're gonna talk about that one later.
yeah, yeah.
Let's protect the platform. Protect the
Yeah.
platform for now.
We'll leave that for now. We'll leave that for now. I'm just gonna run through the rest of the games up until the Arsenal game. City beat Newcastle zip. It was actually the second half. I thought Newcastle played well. They just didn't get any cracks on goal. Uh, City got the goal and saw it out. Professional 1-0 victory. Tight game though.
Yeah,
Zip
yeah.
embarrassed Everton 4-0. Really
I've
looking
seen that.
good. Yeah,
Really
looking
good.
good.
It's looking really good. Some good goals in there too.
Yep.
And that new boy, Diaby,
Diaby.
scored a really good goal. One of my goals
No,
from last
Diaby
weekend.
didn't score. It was the other one.
No, Diaby scored.
Diaby scored first game against Newcastle.
I mean,
He
Yeah.
he had a good game against Everton, but he didn't score. This is my fantasy.
Okay. You might be right. You might be right.
oh, I
Yeah,
think it's Duran maybe.
no, it wasn't Thuram. I'll tell you what it was because it was another new guy. No, it wasn't new
McGinn,
Bailey. It was Bailey. You're
yeah,
thinking Bailey is who
Mm,
scored.
Bailey scored. Bailey scored.
Louise, McGinn, and
Douglas
Yeah,
Duran.
Luiz
Douglas Luiz
and
penalty.
McGinn.
Yeah, McGinn. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The Diaby goal was last weekend.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, but good game from Villa though.
now facts. And then the picture you got back there just has us looking at Ramsdale's balls like this is your background.
That's what you chose to
That's
focus
what I was
on,
about
bro.
to say, man. Like, bro, I don't know how your eyes just,
The
I
shit
don't
was
know what you're
glaring.
looking at,
I had
bro.
to
I don't know what
say.
you're looking at, my guy, but okay.
West Ham 3-1 v
Yeah,
Chelsea.
yeah.
I
Listen,
wish he was on
I'm
here.
just, I'm just, yeah, but it's okay. But listen, this is what I'm finna say, right? I'm not gonna go in and talk about like Chelsea's defects or like, I'm not even gonna end there. I'm really disappointed. You had
Yeah. Oh wait, now we can't hear you.
Now
Now
I
we can't
can't
hear you.
hear you, bro.
I need to plug in my head.
I hear
Okay,
you
okay.
now.
That's probably
Okay.
why he said he had to go. But nah, go ahead, Latif. What were you gonna say?
I think this is what I was gonna say, but that game was hella entertaining, bro.
Yeah, it
I
was.
was
Chelsea were
start to
trash,
finish.
bro. It's not Chelsea were trash, bro. Raheem was the best I've
He
seen
was
Raheem
on
play for
smoke.
City. Or since Pool, like, bro, Raheem was balling. Nah,
He
bro,
said
Raheem
since
was
fool.
balling. Forget just scoring goals. Scoring
Nah,
goals
he
is
was.
one
He
thing.
was.
When he's actually balling, bro, Raheem was
Nah, he was
balling,
on
bro.
smoke. He was on
Oh
smoke.
my
Smoke.
goodness,
He was
he
on
was
smoke, bro.
taking goals.
He was on smoke,
Yeah,
but
but
go ahead.
yeah. What I was going to run through real quick, right, is the inclusion of what Prowse West side going to be mad fucking underrated. I was going to say, right, I would have taken James Ward-Prowse over Mason Mount as a signing at United. The
Yeah,
things
but
the things he brings into the squad, right, even if it's just set pieces alone. Listen, my man's had 2 assists off the set pieces.
Right.
I'm going to sound like Sean Dyche, disciple, right, on the folks, but I swear to you, in the Premier League, right, coach a team and focus on set pieces alone. If you have a like Ward Prowse, it's a good enough weapon.
Yeah,
So
nah, facts, facts.
all I'm gonna say about that West Ham Chelsea game is be careful. Just watch West Ham. Watch West Ham. We might not have talked about them, but to watch that team because they include Kudus like they're about to right now. And them boys are saying something. They just signed a defender from I don't remember what team it is, but yeah, it's the former guy, the former Arsenal
oh
guy,
yeah,
The Greek guy.
Dinos
Yeah,
Mavropanos.
the group guy. So
Yeah,
I
Mavropanos.
think
That's
That's
I
my
your
think
boy.
that
brother's boy. That's your
That's my
brother's
yeah
boy. That's
boy.
my boy.
yeah I think that they looking like they're having some bit of balance, and West Ham are looking nice. I think it was a good game. Chelsea did play well, but I think West Ham are looking nice. I was proud of them with that
And they
move.
even play the Ajax boy, the Alvarez
That
guy.
that's my guy, bro.
Yeah,
Top
yeah, yeah,
top
yeah. That's a good
Odegaard,
baller.
bro.
Yeah, you might be
So
onto something. West
yeah,
Ham might make
yeah,
some noise.
yeah. And don't forget they ended the season well. With
Right.
winning the Conference
Yeah.
League. So like they are some juice.
Yeah, if they could keep Paquetá, I mean, I know he has the betting scandal over his head plus like the city links, but with everybody else and they're in Europa because they won Conference League. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the thing with these teams, and like for
yeah.
me,
The
like
Skittles.
whenever like if they had all those teams without Europe, like to manage two fronts is not easy. Like people
Yeah,
really
it's not. It really
underestimate
isn't.
that. That's
But
why
hey,
some of these teams be
but
sneaking in, like having good seasons, but it's like you not Europe. Like we'll see what it looks like when you actually there. Hashtag Newcastle last year, but I'm quiet.
hey, but don't forget though. Don't forget they just did that last season though. They just functioned on 2 fronts. I know they ain't really
True
did it in the
say.
Premier League.
Yeah,
They just did that
exactly.
last season. So, like let's
But
keep an eye
look
on
at
them.
the season. They ain't have no Euro. They came sixth or what in the Prem 2 seasons back. Didn't they finish in sixth place?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they go to the conference, right? So they just keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on them.
Facts, facts. Because Moyes, I don't know.
Exactly.
That was United's first mistake, but that's another convo again. But
Yeah, but the thing is, mistake for your team the size of United, but not so bad for West Ham. Not so bad for West
Yeah.
Ham.
Yeah. And some of their fans wanted him out last season though. Some of the West Ham fans because they were looking
yeah,
at relegation.
yeah, people. This is the thing. Like I said, maybe on our first pod, like people give too much credence to league placements. Like if you didn't win it, like just be calm, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
like that's how I feel. Like a
Yeah.
lot of like, what's the difference between finishing 16th and finishing 12th or 9th? It's the same shit for me. Like
Mm.
different
Yeah, I
convo
told you
though. Different.
there's money involved, bro. Money involved and Europe. You get extra money from going to Europe as well.
No, but I'm saying 9th versus 16th. It's the same thing.
Yeah, same shit. Same
But it
shit.
looks a lot like the optics are different though. In
No, but
terms,
even if you're saying same shit, still though, like I said, there's bread involved. I think first gets a certain amount, second gets a,
no,
for each
yeah,
place
you're right. You're right.
bread.
You're right. But like no, like no, other than that board, nobody really cares about that. Like, but people talk about it on the street is like it's just the way it's perceived. A lot of this football stuff is perception.
Yeah, it's they're playing for pride, you know. Like, oh, we
Yeah.
finished. What did you finish last season? You know, the top bottom half. Like, look at Chelsea. Chelsea fans are humble in most conversations these days, you know. So it does play a part as far as pride. But let's wrap this shit up. All I got left is the Palace Arsenal game, and then we're gonna touch on everybody's goal of last week, make our predictions, and then so the Arsenal Palace game, I dropped the quick player ratings video. You guys should go check that ratings video out. It would kind of give you some of my thoughts on it. I thought Arsenal, because on last week's part, I made a point about us dominating the first game, and I said it's a small sample size, but it might be a preview of things to come. And we did the same thing in our second game, which is actually away, and a much harder ground to go to do what we did. We went to Selhurst Park and we dominated the game pretty much throughout. First half, I think, was 85 to 15 possession until we got that red card, which a lot of people say was not a fair red card. We were pretty on top, and even a few minutes after the red card, we made the subs with Jorginho and Zinchenko with Dior and Magalhaes, gained back control of the game. So I think it's a couple good signs from Arsenal as far as dominating games this season. I just would like to see how they'll translate that to having pure goal scoring chances. And I think the reintroduction of Jesus, um, coming back into the squad and being able to rotate with Trossard and Mason Smith, all the type of key players we have. Then the gaffer started reintroducing them into this squad that we already have a good base, a good platform. I think Arsenal are going to be dangerous. I see this as Arsenal's season, man, especially KDB City not looking all that. But we'll see. What's your thoughts?
I just want to confirm what you said. You said prior to the red card, the possession for the whole match was
No, first
85-16.
half. At some point in first half, it was about
Oh,
80,
oh, oh.
85 to
I was
50.
about to say, they going crazy with it. But I don't really have too much to add. I mean, like even like when you called me, it was it was a good game. Like I mean, like I enjoyed what I saw, just considering the circumstances of each minute of the 90. I think they did all they could do. But my favorite part of the game personally was those substitutions, man. That shit, like
Yeah, Nick
Cavier,
earned his money in that game.
like bro, that 2 minutes when they were just playing Joga, like it was like yo, like come on, this is how you see a game,
Right.
regardless of the. And then you put into context where a man down, like, and then it's just also funny because I think it was you that told me, or maybe my brother that had a record all of last season, but remember
Yeah.
season before that, and this is why like people don't people just be like, yo, sack the manager. Like you gotta everybody needs to go together. The players, the
Right.
manager. Like we used to get red cards religiously, right?
It was every game. That shit was every game.
And
I used to contribute. I used to relate that shit to the manager saying he
but
lost.
I meant to tell you about that too. I was gonna hit you and say, yo, Tom, you don't respect the manager. But yo, listen to this though. Like the way how comfortable they were in what they knew they needed to do was not because thing other than the fact that they've been here before.
Right.
Like, and then like now considering the understanding of the players amongst themselves and the quality of the players, like for example, Jorginho, that's the type of guy you
Declan
want
Rice.
in that type of situation, right? Like in terms of you want someone to take the sting out of a match when it's
Right.
1-0 tight. Like there's nobody else you want. Like he has his deficiencies for sure, but like what we need to understand is like this is the era of five subs. Like every player has their attributes, right? Like
Right.
just because you're the best player in the world doesn't mean you can do everything, and just because you're the
Right.
worst player in the world doesn't mean you can't do anything.
Right.
Everyone has their own unique skill set, and in that moment, he was perfect for that. And
Yeah. Yeah.
shout out to Zinchenko as well,
Yeah. And I just wanted to add on what you're saying.
and my guy.
When he was making those, I thought a guaranteed person that was coming off was Kai Havertz, but he kept Kai on and took off Nelly. I'm like, that makes sense. Nelly runs and does all, but bro, that's genius, bro. Kai
And that's
used
another
to
thing.
a lot of times.
And that's another thing too. Like the ability of players to play in multiple positions, like will benefit you
And versatility.
infinitely, infinitely. Like this something, and I heard someone else say this. So I'm not gonna take full credit for it, but it's like so just using Kai as an example. But something you'll hear in his criticism is, oh, we don't know his best position. Like where's it? Like that shit is capital. Like
Straight Kai.
you watch City. They every week Pep puts the mandem in different spots. If you're a
Mm-hmm.
baller, you're gonna ball. It's
Ronaldo
Yeah,
is
clicking.
it's a
The
like,
team is
sign. Yeah,
clicking.
sign is a sign of a good footballer, of a
Yeah.
well-rounded footballer.
If the team is going to click, so just to reinforce your point, bro, like when he moved him there and he took off Eddie, like it did what it needed to do. So I'm not going to like stretch anything more than that. There's nothing really more to say, but considering the circumstances, I was very impressed.
yeah, good game. I enjoyed that game. And good victory. I like the fact we're ruthless as far as taking the points, but the performances could still get better. We're not.
More to come for sure.
Yeah, more to come. We're in the third year right now. Once we kick it to 4 and 5, over for the league. Okay, that's pretty much wraps up the week. This game 3 starts tomorrow with Chelsea Luton. We're gonna give our predictions each on each game. Let me just hear each person tell me the goal of last game week. Mine, I already said it, is Luis Diaz. I was in love with that goal when I saw it. But that's my pick. Let me hear you.
I'm gonna go with that. I have bad memory when it comes to shit like that. So off the top of my head, I was actually thinking the Antonio one, just 'cause, like it was
That
like
was a good goal.
it
That was
was,
a
but
good
like
goal.
the Diaz
I
one was
thought I
clearly
thought the
better.
chance was
So
gone.
yeah, nah, like the way he took that was like there was well twofold. One, shout out Warcraft because that was the second in the match. With his left, he just threw it up there, and like in like tournaments, like I feel like Antonio is a tournament striker. I don't know if you guys know what I mean. It's like
I know what
he
you mean.
could do a
Like
little,
Giroud.
yeah, like he could do a little bit of everything, and in the sense where it's like he's a good outlet for the team. So like in that moment, like um considering like where West Ham were, like he just like stretched the play a little bit, and it was like boom, and it's like oh shit, Chelsea's down now. That shit was mad funny to watch. I'm gonna give
Yeah,
it to Diaz. Though. Diaz, the tech was just too sexy.
yeah.
Yeah,
And just to touch on Antonio, he used to be a winger or midfielder, something like that.
Wing back,
And
wing back.
oh,
yeah,
wing back, yeah.
yeah. My goal of the game week. I don't know if y'all didn't see this, but Thomas goal, man. Like I did, buddy.
Oh, we
Y'all
Who?
might
forget
need to go
that.
check that out. I don't know if y'all tweet
Nah, that's a
because
fact.
buddy, Matoma,
Oh, Mitoma's goal, yeah, yeah, yeah.
like that was
Mm.
solo. That was solo. Buddy took care of shits. Like y'all might need to go check that out again.
I did see
Yeah,
that.
I
I
think,
did see
I
that.
think
But I'm gonna make a quick comment on that. Like after I saw it for the first time, I had the same thoughts you had, but then I stopped to think. If I was a Wolves fan, I'd be pissed off. Like
I hear that. I hear
you
that.
can't
It was
let
a
a man run
transition
that
of it
far
was
away.
too easy. But I
Yeah.
mean, listen. Think of how many solo goals you might say some shit like that about. No,
that's
True
true.
say. True say. True say.
yeah, like just go back and watch that shit. See, the thing is, it's when I feel like when you assess these goals, right, it's less about like, yes, you consider bad defending, but it's also like the audacity of the player, right? To be like, oh shit, oh Joe Spin do
That
that.
that
Facts.
that's why I picked the Diaz one because that was Zlatan shit he did there, but
And yo, one other thing, Matoma, that shit, I realized that shit was away from home too. Like home, the
Yeah,
Wolves
yeah,
fans
the
was,
thumping.
I was
Yeah,
looking
it
at
was
their
pissed off.
reaction in the background. I would have been hot, bro.
They were
I'm not
pissed
gonna
off.
lie.
They were pissed
I
off.
would have been hot, bro.
Yeah, they
nah.
was
But
But hey,
pissed
I'll
off.
I'll
it's a
I'll
tough
I'll, I'll, I'll say this though. I'll say this. Mitoma is Brighton's next big money sale.
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure, for sure.
They got to about.
Yeah, they're gonna get another 100 for that boy. Because he's still in his early 20s. I think what 24 or something like that.
He might be a little older too.
Hannah is like 24. He's not even 25 yet. But okay, so that wraps up goal of the week. Now predictions. We don't really have to go on why. Just give scores. And we'll start with Latif because Neuer is down below. So Latif, Chelsea will
FYI,
score.
FYI, he's 27 in May, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
you went
Yeah.
and fact checked me.
I pulled
Okay,
up the
you know,
facts,
all right,
yo.
I,
Hold
yeah,
I
on.
know you be on Donald Trump, bro. I know you be on
yeah,
Donald
you got me.
Trump.
I
Yo,
know.
check
I
out.
fucking love.
I
Rap
think
about it. What'd you say?
yo, you crazy, bro.
Hey, you know that boy turned himself in today. Go check out Buddy Mugshot. That shit funny
I
as hell. But yeah,
I
yeah, we'll
Huh?
peep.
check it out.
I saw Donald mugshot, and I thought the shit was jokes. Huh?
Yeah, that shit not no joke. You check it out later though. This shit out later.
Yeah,
That shit
that
funny as
shit
hell.
that shit is gonna be on every Supreme T-shirt,
Yeah,
XYZ,
you
just
I'm
already
wait
know
on
scared.
it.
I
it. You
gotta go
already
check
know it.
that for real.
I think Chelsea. Wait, it's Luton Chelsea or Chelsea Luton? It's Chelsea
If
Luton.
it was in Chelsea, the game would be postponed. That man them don't have.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. I think that I think it's gonna bounce back. Like their performances haven't been all that bad, and like
Yeah,
you know, th-
I think they
they
dead Luton.
they got a lot of heat. Oh, you said no explanations. My bad. I'm just rationalizing out loud. I think they're gonna give them like three, bro. Like three
Yeah,
zero
yeah.
type
So
shit.
3-0
Yeah.
and what?
Yeah, I see that being a decent 2-0. 2-0.
Yeah, I say 3-1. I think Chelsea would deck them. Chelsea's defense is not looking all that good, so I think Luton will get one. So 3-1. One more Tottenham.
Yeah, I say Tottenham 2-1.
2-1
Tottenham 2-1
Tottenham.
on that. Yeah.
Latif.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just trying to look at Bournemouth's first two results. Like this is how I have to do this shit.
I think they lost their last game.
Yeah, they lost to Fulham and they. I don't know. I don't think Spurs are as good as even I'm giving credit for. I'm gonna go for like a 1-1 type shit or
It's,
2-2.
it's
No,
not
no,
far
no.
fetched
Give me
at
two
all.
two. Give me 2-2. 2-2.
2-2. I say Spurs 2-1. Is that what you said, Anwar?
Yeah, 2-1. 2-1 Spurs.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think them 2-1. Okay, Brentford Palace. Oh, London Derby. I'm gonna go first. I say Brentford 1-0.
Brentford Palace. That's 1-1.
You
I
said
say
1-1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brentford
I'm
Palace.
going 1 as well. I'm
Yeah,
going 1 as
Okay,
well.
okay. Arsenal Fulham. I go 4-1 Arsenal.
Now I'm sounding like a copycat.
1-1.
I'm gonna say. I feel like I'm being optimistic, but I'm gonna say 4-0. So just put me in for
Man, we're not
4-0.
keeping no clean sheet.
I think that shit
But
gonna be
see, that
tight
shit's
than
gonna
you
piss
guys
me
think.
off. That shit's gonna piss me off.
Not Emirates. We do not keep clean sheets for some reason.
I say Arsenal Fulham 2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
You think it'll be that close?
I honestly think so. I think you guys, you just see though. No explanations. 2-1.
Nothing till May, son. He just wanna laugh at the end. He who laughs
Man,
I
last.
know.
you know how it is, man. I'm a hero. I'm just not beating my chest about it, you know. Sorry, I'll do what you're doing. Enjoy your little
Uh,
one.
wait. Let you predicted 3-0 or 4-0?
0. It gotta be,
Okay.
son. Like we wait for boom. Like
No. Yeah, we do a big dub. Man United Forest. NY. I'll let you start with that one.
United Force. 1-1.
1-1.
Yep.
That's
I think
surprising.
United will win like 3-2-1.
Yeah,
3-2-1. I'm thinking three.
yeah.
Maybe. No, I'm thinking 2-1. 2-1. 2-1 United.
I say United win 3-0.
All I say to you is we played 2 games, had
No,
created a bunch of
Forest
chances and
Forest
scored
are
9
not
goals.
good. The Forest are not good on the road. That's one. And two, United they do a dub. So I
Yeah,
three
like
zero
it's gonna
United.
be too much. You know, you're not even if they don't play well, a game like that. Like, let me even
Right,
check the time, bro. Like,
right, right. It's an
yeah,
early game. United are gonna beat them 3-0.
yeah, exactly. 10 a.m.
I'm
kickoff on
wrong,
a
man.
Saturday.
I hope I'm wrong, but listen, I'm just gonna have Philly, you know.
Fair play.
All right. And then we got Everton Wolves. Why do I feel like they just played each other?
Nah, nah.
Oh,
But
Alright.
yeah, I feel like Wolves finally get the win for that one. I don't see
against
Everton
Everton,
bounce
is
back.
that good? Yeah. Say that game is 1-1.
To be
I
fair, yeah, you're right. To be fair, you're right. To be fair, you're right. I say, I say zip,
I see
double
zip
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 on that
as
one.
well. I was about to pick Everton, but then I peeped. Both of them are
Calvert,
winless,
Yeah,
and
yeah, and
like
Calvert Lewin is hurt again.
yeah, both of them
yeah,
are
yeah. But
winless.
they did
So,
sign striker. They have Danjuma, so like, they're not
Uh,
gonna mess
true,
it up.
that's true. I swear, I thank God Arsenal did not go for Calvert Lewin, man. We dodged the bullet.
wait, yo, Everton signed Danjuma.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
we,
Fine.
Oh, bro, I don't know. Sometimes these players be making dodgy moves, but this is another combo. But I'm gonna touch on this briefly. Like the money in the Prem low key be making shit whack because
Yeah,
Danjuma
fine.
was playing Champions League semis like season
Yep,
right,
before
for
yeah,
last.
Villa, yeah.
But
yeah.
it's like you're not gonna turn down like the money that they're paying you to come battle relegation just because Champions League. But I digress, man. But
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
hey, you talk about prime money being crazy. Saudi, like, they're paying these man to go to Saudi. Like, come on now. England is a better place to live than Saudi. So,
all right, leave that one for another
even though I
podcast.
heard
But
that all the bread they're getting in Saudi is not getting taxed still, so that's pretty interesting too. In West Ham, I say Brighton.
nah, I think the bubble gotta burst soon. Those guys
No,
feeling
at home to
themselves
West
way
Ham, I
too
say 3-1.
much.
I
Those
say
guys
2-2
feeling
for that game.
themselves way too much. I'm even thinking an away win. This masterclass. I'm thinking a calm 2-0 or 1-0 away. I think I think it'll be 2-0 West Ham.
2-0 West Ham. Okay, and why you said what?
Yeah, I call that 2-2.
2-2. Okay. Sheffield, Man City. Man City 3-0 for me.
Yeah, that's a 4-zip.
Four
That's a
zip.
4-zip. Yeah, 4-zip.
And Burnley, Aston Villa.
I think Aston Villa gonna take
Aston
it.
Villa 2-1.
I think Villa
That's
gonna
my
take
call.
it.
Aston Villa 2-1 because Villa's away.
Yeah, I'll go with 2-1.
You know
Huh?
what I call that? I call that a 1-1.
Burnley are
Yeah,
winless.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Call that a 1-1.
Winless is different from drawless, brother.
And that's true. That's true. But hey, it's the momentum thing, you know. Um,
Shit.
Newcastle, Liverpool. That would be a cracker. I'd say that ends 2-1 Newcastle.
2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool.
Okay, okay.
This
Alrighty, so
guy,
that
the Magpies.
because they're gonna you see they're gonna beat Liverpool. I mean, we've already said Liverpool don't have a midfield, but hey, I cannot
No,
thank you
you're
guys
right.
enough. I was about to pull the plug on this episode because a lot of people flake, but I do appreciate for up and let's get into this weekend, and we will meet again next week after the Europa. You have used to Europa, God forbid. After the Champions League draw and uh, deadline day is over.
All
God
right,
bless.
sounds good. Bros, keep blessed.
All right,
Yeah,
bros. Love, safety. Good
yeah.
night.
Is it?
All right, peace, bro.